One of the brands that I have been sleeping on as of late, not overall, but as of late, is Nabla. I have so much Nabla, some that is unused and some that is used. I have even more here. And I thought, why don't I go through this brand and just tell you what I love, what is okay, what things I have ended up decluttering, and I am just gonna do a full face of Nabla. I do have a couple of things that are gonna be first impressions, like the foundation sticks. I have a couple of shades here. I have NC25, NO30, and NW22, and I do think the one that is called NW22 will be a good shade for me today. I do not have any kind of tan, but you can well, actually I still have a little bit of tan left on my hands, but my face not so much. I also do have, so I was gonna be sent the new primer from them, but it got stuck in customs in Milan, so I still don't have that with me. So I'm still gonna film this video because I was like, I wanna wear these things today. But I do have the Angel Aura in bronze, and I have actually tried this one, but I'm not gonna wear it today because I want to try the foundation out. This is one of those, like, you know, all over skin illuminating primers that actually has the most, according to me, believable slight sheen bronze to it. It is absolutely beautiful. I really like this packaging as well. I'm not going to use it today. I put it back in the packaging so I remembered that I haven't talked about it, but I will say really beautiful product if you're looking for something like that. I am going to be using this stick, and I'm gonna use one of my brushes. This is by Cinch Beauty, which is my own brand. I will link all these things down below. I will say there are some things from Nabla that I have discontinued, mainly because I have been using Nabla for a lot of years. Right now, as I'm filming this, I am living in Austin, Texas, and I am right now, you can tell it's a little tuggy on the skin. Right now, I am on the Nabla PR list, but for a long time, I used to buy the stuff myself from Nabla because I really enjoy Nabla. It is a indie brand from Italy, but it is definitely a pretty large brand in Italy, and I don't know, it is sold, ooh, that's actually really beautiful. You see it like blended out really pretty. It has like a, I would say light coverage, probably buildable though. It is available at the Nabla website. They do ship to the US, and some of it is available at Ulta. I think that it's one of those brands that Ulta buys stuff as they're launching it, but then if it sells out, they probably don't buy more of it, if that makes sense. So there are a couple of things at Ulta. I will link them down below. You also used to be able to buy them at Beauty Bay, but if you didn't know, as I'm filming this, I am pre-filming this a little bit. Beauty Bay has just announced that they're going into administration, which in the UK is pretty much the same as Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I'm like, I feel like that meme. Ali, my editor, will probably put it in that's how I felt when I saw that. I feel like it is pretty well known, and maybe you didn't know, but Beauty Bay has definitely been struggling, and I kind of want to see what happens with this administration and where they're going, because it clearly they want to keep functioning, but I would not be surprised if they owe a lot of money to a lot of people behind the scenes. Like I said, I've heard a lot of things about Beauty Bay, and there are reasons why some brands, smaller brands, didn't want to be on Beauty Bay anymore. Maybe I'll film a separate video about that once we know more about the situation, but that has been wild. So, and they're of course available. I have seen them in store in Italy. I've seen a Nabla stand. But overall, I will say Nabla has amazing quality. Overall, across the board. I have gotten rid of some of the things that have been old, like some of the blushes from before I've gotten rid of because those were old. The bronzer, I'm pretty sure I panned there was a baked jelly bronzer. Oh my god, so good. Pressed powder, panned it. I've panned more than once, so good. I don't know if there's any other things. The concealer was like not my favorite, so I did actually get rid of that one. But there are a couple of things that I have really loved from them. One thing I got rid of is their little blush duos. It had like a gel almost like a clear balm, and then the blush. That wasn't my favorite. I actually thought the blush side was really good. It reminded me of the Natasha Nona cream brown blushes. But then the balm, the clear balm, that's just never gonna be my jive. I think this is a pretty good shade on me. Let's zoom in and let's try some of the other products. Let me actually just put on like a concealer and a bronzer because I don't have anything from Nabla. Actually, I will put on, this is one of my favorite products from Nabla. These are the lip oils. And these come in a bunch of different, I wouldn't say flavors, it's not flavors, it's scents. And oh my gosh, this is the honey one. It is so good. And I think this is the grape one. They're called candy oils. They are the best smelling lip oils I have ever smelled. All of them are pretty sheer with like a light tint to them. So good. This smells like grape candy. This smells like honey. The honey one is actually my favorite. It's so good. If you are the kind of person who loves a good smelling lip like product, the ones from Nabla, I have never seen any of like lip oils that have such a good scent than this. They're so, and also really nice on the lips. But if you are into scented like makeup products and you love something like that, definitely check out the Nabla ones. They're the best. I am an absolute liar, and nobody likes a liar. Nobody likes a liar. I have a bronzer. I have the new bronzing sticks. I think these might be sculpting sticks actually. So I have light medium 2 and medium tan 3. And I'm very excited. I think this will be a good summer shade. But this one, the light medium, we'll use this one today. Look at this packaging, so cute. So I got sent this PR package a while ago, and for some reason I never got around to using it. Listen, it's been a lot. I have a couple of things actually that are like new to use, but I really did like their other, let me see, I need to warm it up a little bit. Their other like big Gillette bronzers that they used to have. I used to love those. Is that the right brush? Yeah. I think this is one of those that I might need to warm up a little bit. I might do like this instead. But the Baked Gillette bronzers, I absolutely love them, but they were a while ago, I will say. So this is not overly warm. It is a little bit more neutral. I feel like there's a little almost red in here, which isn't always the right blush shade for me. For my undertone, I do prefer when they're more golden. This might actually be even like a sculpt stick. I mean, it's not a contour, which is good. I don't like contours. Way too warm of an undertone to appreciate contours on me. I don't feel like that looks good on me on a day-to-day basis. I think this one is a little bit too stiff to be perfect on me. I feel like it almost looks a little patchy. I do love the foundation though. I've had it on now for like 10 minutes and it looks and feels amazing. Pretty pigmented though. Almost had too much in my forehead. I don't know if I like how that looks. It almost ended up being too much. It's fine, everything's fine. Yeah, I think these might be a little bit too stiff to be perfect for me. I prefer some other ones on the market, like the Too Faced ones. And I do really enjoy the one from Rare Beauty. I feel like those are really easy to blend. The foundation I feel like was easier to work with, but I don't know if I love how this looks. I feel like this area is more patchy than it deserves to be. I don't know about that. Do I have any blushes? Because now I said I didn't have bronzers, but I clearly did have, but I don't think I do. So I have a bunch of eye products. I have, what is new, I have the True Signature Precision Eyeliners. And I think actually today, what I want to do is I want to do a neutral look with a pop of a color. And I kind of want to use, because they sent me the brown eyeliner and the brown mascara, and I kind of want to do like a, how do you open this one? Hello? Oh, it looks beautiful. So this is the eyeliner and it is a brush tip. Oh, that is stunning. Okay, so I want to do neutrals with a pop, and we're definitely using that one. And I also, I'm throwing some things on the floor. I talked about the lip oils. Absolutely love the lip oils. Also, one of my other absolute favorite products from Nabla are their arrows, Cupid arrows. These are eye pens. They can be used as, they're multi-use crayons. You can use them in the waterline. You can use them as an eyeshadow. You can use them as a primer. You can also even use them on your lips if you want to. I use them mostly as like an eyeliner and then I smudge it out, or I use it in my waterline. And I thought maybe we'd try some of the more colorful ones under the eyes, but I also kind of want to use one as like a little bit of a primer. I also have a couple of the shimmery ones that I actually haven't used. I have a bunch actually, but I only saved a few. And I thought maybe we can like see if we can play with those as well. But let me start with the one that is called, number one. Number one, you can see these are well used. And I want to see if I can use this as just a little bit of a primer. So I used to review the Nabla eyeshadows when they used to have those. Let me see if I can find a brush for this. I might actually just use this little one from Morphe. And I really, really have enjoyed the Nabla eyeshadows over time. There's only been one or two that I haven't loved, but you can see how easy that was, the arrows. But overall, Nabla eyeshadows, really, really nice. And now they have started doing like singles instead and like build your own quads. They still have their eyeshadow palettes on the website, and those are still very good. But I haven't tried their new rendering of the singles, because for a really long time Nabla was actually known, at least in Europe, for doing singles. That was their thing. They were known for that. A lot of like Swedish bloggers, again I'm Swedish, used to review the Nabla singles, and then they started doing eyeshadow palettes, and now full circle they are back to singles again. And I actually haven't tried them, and I'm gonna try out a couple. I'm thinking today. I have built a couple of like little quads and myself from the things that they have sent me, and I might have to go in and see what they're called. But I have some of the singles in here, more like neutral ones, and also some like multichromes and duochromes, and you can tell a lot of these are very neutral. Nabla does have a lot of more neutral makeup. But then I also built some of my own quads. I built like a cool tone quad with a white matte, and then I have this one that is a pre-built. This was from a collection. It's like a sparkly one. This one is actually a pressed glitter, but the other three are more like very sparkly shades. And then I built two other quads, one that is a neutral that I think I'm going to be using today, and then there is one that is like a duochrome topper with pink, a black, a green, and a burgundy. But I think I'm going to use these neutrals today. I will say the Nabla packaging really is something else. Like you can see, it's like transparent. It really is so gorgeous. Like it is crazy beautiful. So I'm gonna play with the two mattes here, and I'm just gonna do something pretty neutral, and then I'm gonna do a colorful lower lash line, and we'll see. I want to try that like shimmery crayon as well. There is a shimmer in here. It's like a champagne-y, very sparkly shade, but I kind of want to use from the new palette. There is a neutral super sparkly here. I'm like, I kind of want to try that one. So I'm just with an EO3 right now. I'm just in the crease. Let me know if you would like me to, because again, 2026 is the year that I'm moving back to Europe. And I kind of am like, because when I moved here to the US, I was so excited to be, you know, trying even more of the brands that was kind of hard to get a hold of when you were in Europe. I was excited to like dive into some of those brands. And now I feel equally excited again to jump into some of the European brands that I haven't been reviewing as much now that I've been in the US. Nabla. Do you remember I used to review Kiko Milano? Like, let me know if you're interested, because I could definitely be more up to date about that. And I am excited about, like, there's a bunch, like Glam Shop. I haven't reviewed them in a bit. Like, how do we feel about that? Let me know if there's any others that you're interested in, because I am interested. So maybe I will regardless, but I am excited about that. So I'm just, you can tell, I'm just doing a very kind of, I don't want to say sloppy, but I'm not paying too much attention with this light brown. I'm just putting it in the crease, and now I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This is EO2, and I'm gonna do that dark brown, and I just want to deepen up. Like I said, I remember Nabla eyeshadows being beautiful. They are, of course, produced in Italy. It's an Italian brand. I think all of their makeup might be. There might be some things that are not. I'm not 100% sure, but that at least used to be their shtick, that like it's an Italian indie brand that is made in Italy. And overall, their makeup is just really, really good quality. Yeah, I'm liking this. Let me deepen out the outer corner a little bit. And let's see if we can put that shimmer on the lid and then decide about the lower lash line. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I wanna use this, like I said, this is the quad. Oh, I don't know what collection this was, but it came up with this like limited edition iridescent purple quad. And then it is like 4 sparkly shade. And I kind of want to use this one here in the corner. There's like a green, a lavender, a pressed glitter. And then there's like this super sparkly champagne-y. Ooh, yeah, that actually looks incredible. That is such a beautiful neutral shade. Impactful, but still beige. Impactful beige. Okay, I'm putting it a little bit on top here because I just want it to be like a little scattered. But I'm actually really enjoying that. I think that look like, again, I said I wanted to do neutrals with a twist, and this like super like icy sparkle, I'm liking that. I think I'm gonna use the champagne in this little quad, or champagne. That's not what I mean. I mean the little bone colored matte here. I think I'm gonna use that just for now. I'm not gonna put it in the inner corner. I'm just gonna put it here to begin with. And then, because I haven't decided what I'm doing with the inner corner yet, so I'm gonna leave it like this. For now, I had to go and just wash the sparkle off my hands. I'm still got wet hands. Yeah, that looks really good. And I want to do the eyeliner. I can't believe how beautiful this eyeliner is. That is so stunning. Let me see. I want to do like a little something. Oh, that's actually like a light brown. Wait, that is so cool. I have never seen a brown eyeliner that is like that brown. And not like, you know how brown eyeliners are. You know, they're like, oh my God, the microphone is like inside my head. They're like, you know, a black brown, but this is a brown. I think I'm gonna try a little bit here. I said I wanted to do neutrals with a twist, and I feel like I'm delivering. First, I was thinking I was gonna do something brighter, but I think I'm gonna do green. Again, these are Cupid's arrows. Some of them are not available. This one is number 12 Khaki, and it is the Pop in Sage. That's the names. And again, love these. And I think I'm gonna do half green. Well, they're both green. Wow. She's smart. She has a university degree. Huh? Who would have thought? They do have a sharpener at the end as well, if you need them to be sharp again. I don't mind that much. I might use it for the sage one, but like that. Oh my God, I'm so neutral. Down with the Khaki, in with the sage. This one I've used less. You can see, only used it like a few times. And I'm gonna paint that. Oh, look at how stunning that is.
Okay.
Calm down. Underneath the liner that I just did. Oh, I am into that. That looks great. I'm loving that little pop. Okay, now we're getting into the mascara. So I've actually not tried. This is Beyond Bold 1 Coat Extra Volume Mascara. And I'm thinking, because they sent me a brown, this is in deep brown. I always do a lash. That is, she thick. Michael. That's what she said. That is a thick mascara. Ooh, again, I'm loving the color. It's a little clumpy on my lower lashes, but that might mean that it's amazing on my top lashes. Let me bend my lashes a bit. This one is actually from Tower 28. I don't even know if they sell this one, but it's like the best for my eye shape lash curler that I've ever had. Not super voluminous or lengthening, but it could also be because they're a little lighter with the brown. I really do like the brown effect though. But yeah, this is with 1 layer of mascara. and nothing on that side. It's okay. I really like the color though. The color is such, you can see, such a great brown. Ooh, did I get mascara up here? No, that's my scar. Or maybe a little bit. Both. You see that there? That's my scar from when I bumped my head in my headboard when I was a kid. Split it open and bled all over the place. It was great. Okay, I just opened the shimmery ones that I have. Is this gonna be when I realized that I should have looked at these a million years ago? Oh yeah, there's definitely something going on here. Okay. Let me see if I can. Oh my god, I have stuff everywhere. Can I? Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Oh yeah, there's definitely some. I mean, it's not as much as here, but there's definitely some shimmer going on there. And what I really like about these Cupid arrows is that they never crease. They always stay on, they never crease. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Now we're talking. There's definitely like a gray purple going on. I almost wanna, doesn't do much when I already have makeup on, but that is very cool. Okay, I need to play with these more. Again, it's a blessing and a curse getting a lot of good things in PR, because you don't always end up using all the great stuff, and I feel like I have definitely been snoozing on some of the great things from Nabla. Another thing that I really enjoy from Nabla are their lip liners. I have a few of them here, and I was thinking I was gonna use one of these, and then Nabla makes amazing lip products. Their matte lipsticks, I have a couple here. Some of them are limited edition packaging. Their matte bullet lipsticks, absolutely beautiful formula. I have so many of them. They're so great. Sometimes they come up with limited edition ones. Beautiful formula. I also really like their matte blurring lipsticks. They're like a sheer blurring formula that you can like build or like blur out to be sheer. Beautiful formula as well. I have a few of those, absolutely stunning. And then the lip oils I talked about, beautiful. And then my favorite formula from them are the, what are these actually called? Because I have two of the new ones here as well. They're called Beyond Jelly. So this one is my favorite. It's Lunar. This is a gloss in a stick, but it's not, you can tell you can, you know, twist it up, twist it down. It's not one of those like clicky sticks. So it actually is a buildable, not goopy, beautiful formulation. Absolutely stunning. And they have released a couple of shimmery ones. I have some from before. And this one came out, it's Crystal Chestnut and Crystal Bliss. And I was thinking we could use one of the new ones today because again, I love this formula. And even with the shimmer, they're like a beautiful shimmer that is like not too much. It's just so stunning. This is a limited edition packaging I've never seen before. Look at the red sparkle. Ooh. So this is the Crystal Bliss. And you can see it's not overly sparkle, but there is a little sparkle in there. And it gives just a really nice like wet effect. And then the Crystal Chestnut. Oh, it's like a dark. Oh, there's, I don't know if you can see the multicolored sparkle in there. Let's do this one. It's like almost pink sparkles in there. I want to do this one. What kind of a lip liner should I do then? I have a few here. I could do the darker one. Maybe I'll do the number 3. It's like a mid-tone, not cool tone brown, more like a little bit of a warmer one. On me, I don't think it's gonna be overly warm. It's probably gonna be more of like a milk chocolate. That is looking really beautiful. I'm so excited. There's like pink in here. You can tell now that like this one is stable. You can like rub it back and forth on your lips and you can build it up to the level of intensity that you want. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And that eye look, I don't know. I've been telling you, I've been more into neutral looks as well. And I do think that I was able to do what I wanted to do, which is a neutral look with a twist. This looks so nice. And I don't know if, I was gonna say I don't know if this video was informative. I don't know if is that my gig anymore on YouTube? I'm not here doing informative videos. I am just a car crash, okay? I'm just here for a good time. But I think if we are gonna do anything informative with this, I can tell you right now, Nabla, they're still the shit, okay? They're still doing amazing things. Not everything is amazing, but most of the time, the things that they do is extremely high quality products that are usually a little bit more, you know, a little bit less, a little bit more affordable, a little bit less money. That is not proper English. I sound like I've been drinking. I have not, okay? Listen, I had Coke for lunch, but they're just a little bit more affordable than high-end brands, but high-end brand quality. Both packaging and product and how they wear and how they look, and big fan. Let me know which ones are your favorite Nabla products. I think mine are the Cupid arrows, the liner pencils. Those are my most used by far. And then I would say it has to be the jelly lipsticks. It has to be those because I really, really do love those. But I would love to hear your thoughts. What are your favorite products? Is there something you want to try? Do you want to see more Nabla in the future? Let me know in the comments. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon with a new video.